could stay on track with your fitness goals and still enjoy what you eat. Using something you always have in your hand and Notion, I'll show you today how to plan your meals and enjoy the process. Welcome to A Slice of Hayley, where I share all manner of things from planning to wellness, all in hopes to help you be the best version of yourself day after day. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this about wellness and planning. Hit that notification bell to always get the updates. Today we'll be discussing something I used to hate doing: meal planning. I don't know anybody who actually likes meal planning from the start, and if you did, amazing. I'm so proud of you, but that wasn't me. Let me know in the comments where you stand on meal planning. I'd love to hear your position. And with all planning that I love to do, nothing would be as fun if we didn't do it in Notion. So today I will be showing you how I plan out the meals for my husband and I using Notion, all while saving time, money, and trimming our waistline. You'd think by now that I would be sponsored by Notion, but I'm not. This is just a tool that I really love, and it has really helped me enjoy the process of planning and strategizing and getting things done in my life. Food. There's so much that goes into converting it from the raw ingredients that you get in the store to the delicious meal that is on your plate. And my goodness, you could get analysis paralysis if you Googled, how do I plan my meals? Or how should I plan my meals? Or what is the most effective ways to plan my meals? I've done it. I know the pain of doing something like that and having to Google for it. There are a ton of chefs and professional meal planners and YouTubers out there who have found the secret sauce to an effective meal planning process. And I can say I've tried a lot of them, and unfortunately most of them didn't work for me. To make it effective, you have to enjoy the process. And I didn't enjoy their processes until I found this one. Let's get into today's process. How many decisions do you make in a day? You have to decide what you're going to wear, you have to decide how you're going to get to work, have to decide what you're going to do all day at work. Then the pinnacle moment, what are you going to eat? I don't know how many times my husband and I have come home from work and just stared at each other and said, "What do you want for dinner?" Only for both of us to be paralyzed because we're so tired of making decisions. Meal planning, honestly, is the best way to reduce decision fatigue. If you're able to plan the bulk of your menu for the week on one day, that cuts out so many choices that you need to make during the week. The 3 things we'll be covering about meal planning and making it a lot easier is 1, having a plan, 2, making sure that you are saving your meals in a place that is handy and reliable for you, and 3, making shopping a breeze. Step 1, having a plan. When you are about to make a plan about what meals you're going to have, you need to take into consideration a few things. Who are you cooking for? Is it just yourself? Is it you and a partner or a spouse? Do you have family members that you're cooking for as well? You also, if you are cooking for others, you need to take into consideration what things that they like, if there's any food allergies, so do be mindful of that. Next thing you want to know is, how often do you want to cook? It's nice to say that you want to cook 7 days a week, but that might not be realistic with your schedule. If that's the case, make a plan about how often you want to actually cook meals in your home. How much time do you have to cook and prepare those meals? So do be mindful of that. If you have an hour, make sure you're picking meals that are only 60 minutes or only 30 minutes because you still need to consume them. What is your level of cooking? It's totally fine to be a beginner. We all start somewhere. Do be mindful about how complex the recipe is or how many steps or ingredients are involved when choosing that meal in relation to your time and those you're preparing it for. Another thing to be mindful of is, how many meals do you want to make? There are lots of people who will plan 2 or 3 meals for the entire week and will enjoy eating that day in and day out. We are not like that. My husband and I do have quite a variety of meals that we do eat throughout the week, and we very rarely have leftovers. That is because we've prepared and planned the meals accordingly. Another thing to keep in mind is, do you have a fitness goal? Is there a certain type of food or a diet that you need to follow? Are you vegan? Are you paleo? Is there a certain caloric intake that you need to hit? For us, we have a calorie metric that we want to hit just to make sure that we are staying in line with our fitness goals. And now I want to show you how I use Notion for my meal planning and my recipes. So I've created a master cookbook. Any recipe that I stumble upon or I've ever bookmarked will be in here. Right now you can see I have 19 entries, so this is a work in progress. I currently have it set up as a table database, but I can change the view to a gallery if I want a more pretty look. This works for me. I have the name of the recipe, the source of where it's from, the meal type, a URL if it's required, a star rating, how much did we enjoy it. I have a column here where it's related to my daily archive, any related ingredients, any tools that are specific, prep time, called meal plan, and that I will show you in a second, how many times I've planned it. All of this is in efforts to grow and be built to make my life a lot easier. You'll notice that there are a lot of recipes here from HelloFresh. As I have shared in some past videos, my husband and I do enjoy the meals from HelloFresh. To use the web clipper in Notion, using the web clipper in Notion, all you need to do is go to the website. I've already added this specific recipe from Lisa. Amazing website if you want to check out some really good healthy recipes. Definitely check out Downshiftology. So I want to add her pineapple turmeric smoothie. To add the smoothie, all you do is click the Notion web clipper, which you have in your Google Chrome. Select the page or database that you'd like it to go into. So I have cookbook pre-selected, and I click Save Page. Now I can open the item in Notion, and it will pull in the entire information as a whole clipping. It also saves the URL here at the top, and then we can go ahead and add in the information that I need. For the ingredients, I just grab them from the body and copy and paste them into my ingredients tab, which is a separate database. This will, by adding these ingredients here, it will gather from another database that I've created that will make it easier when it comes to shopping. And here's the tab that I want to add it as a breakfast option in my meal plan this week. Now, the really great thing about the web clipper is you can do it also from your mobile device. So whether you use an Android or an iPhone, I find this really helpful when I am out and about or if I'm waiting for an appointment. I can be scrolling through the internet, whether it's a knowledge-based article or whatnot, I can add that information in. I don't know about you, but I have tons of cookbooks. This is just an example of one of the cookbooks that I've had probably for the last 25 years. It's a cookbook that my mom gave me. And inside of it is a ton of recipes that I do cook on a regular basis. For example, I made pancakes this past weekend. It's from this cookbook. So do know that when you are using your Notion meal planner, you are also able to include recipes from paper sources. You'll just have to type them in yourself. Now, based on my meal plan, I did add in the turmeric smoothie here from Lisa's website. I can see the ingredients that are required. They are linked, like I mentioned, to that ingredients database. All the ingredients that come with HelloFresh, I never have to buy those because they all do come within the meal prep packages, but there are ingredients here that I might need to buy. If I need to buy them, I will find them here in my ingredients database, and I can filter based on is not in stock. This ingredients tab is going to be a bit of a work in progress. I have added shopping list here just to make my life easier. So I have it currently filtered as in stock is not checked and shopping list, then I can go ahead and check those down. So we can see here, it is highlighting that I need turmeric, pineapple for this recipe. I do have turmeric, I do have pecans, I do have maple syrup, but I do not have pineapple. And now with the shopping list view, I can see that there are 3 things that I need related to this week's meal plan. I need to pick up pineapple, I need to pick up lemon juice, and I need to pick up parsley. This will also be helpful with my husband that if we run out of something, he can easily check off that the item is no longer in stock, we don't have it in the house, and it needs to be added to the shopping list. There you have it. That is exactly how my husband and I plan out our meals week after week. With this method, we have significantly less decision fatigue. We still have questions about what are we going to have on takeout days. There is significant less food waste in our house. I don't know how many times we went to the grocery store with a good plan in mind, only for the food to spoil because we didn't have an actual plan in place at home. In relation to less food waste, we're also eating takeout less often, and that is helping us save more money. So we're keeping more money in our pockets. And through all of this process, we have managed to trim our waistlines. I myself have lost 10 pounds in the last month, and I'm very proud of that. And I can say a lot of that, if not 80% of that progress, is related to the food that I'm consuming and the food that I'm making in the home. So meal planning has been definitely a huge part of that. Do keep in mind that our meal planning journey is going to possibly be starkly different from yours, and that's absolutely okay. The way I choose to do things is just my way to do it, and as I mentioned before, there's lots of people out there who have a specific way that they do things because that's how they found that it worked for them. So I do hope that you did find some actionable tips in today's video. Do hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. And until next time, happy planning.